Okay, that's it. I have had enough of these train collisions. I cannot deal with it anymore. We're going to figure out how these signals work right here and right now. Welcome back, everybody, to the next episode of Satisfactory. I am Nick. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy your stay as I try to underp a lot of derping. So, first of all, thank you so much to everybody in the comments who pointed out that I'm a derp. Because, yeah, I was totally setting up all these path and block signals completely wrong. Just completely wrong. I thought that the red lights, and I've already got them in the hotbar here, I thought that the red meant stop. But what basically it is the different colors denote different blocks. So, like I said, the block signals and stuff are supposed to segment the pathways, the train paths, into separate blocks. And I did not do that right. So let me get these trains got to get out of here. Hang on. Okay, so our canvas is blank. So we have two major areas where the trains love to collide. The first one is here, outside of both of the stations, as they both feed into this network, which is also the return path for the waterfall station. The train comes back here from the coal platform, which is way out there, and it returns back here and heads out back by the waterfall. The other section is over there in the distance. You can see it kind of right over those bushes there. There's a little split there where the aluminum train will take a right and go out to the aluminum station, and that's the return path for the waterfall track, which comes back over to here. The aluminum train can also be returning, and it comes straight through that intersection and sometimes causes collisions there. So we have to isolate these things out and make sure that we don't have any more of these issues, or at least feasibly, that's the goal here. So from my understanding, and I still haven't looked up any tutorials, and I know I should, and I know I would probably do it a lot better, but I'm one of those people, I like to figure stuff out for myself first, and once I'm able to figure it out for myself, like, you know, if I still need help or if I still need whatever, then I'll get help. But I want to make sure, I want to try to do it by myself first. So what I'm going to try to do is, we're at every train intersection that we have coming into this area, we're going to try to add a signal here. And we need to make sure we add them in the right direction. So this way we can denote different things as blocks coming through this area here. And I'm hoping that this is going to work out just kind of really easily in my favor here. Now see, that color just changed slightly, so that is an orange block. Wait, I don't think we need that one over there, though. Okay. Wait, oh, I keep putting it in the wrong place. Okay, so this is now the orange path. Where does the orange path loop around to? So the orange path takes us around to this block signal. So basically the entire waterfall loop is now the orange path. But the problem is, this can't be its own pathway here. See how this matches? Like, these can't be the same. These have to be a different block. So let's add another path signal here. Yeah, we've still got to get all this stuff worked out, because this is all, like, we really need to add a lot of these signals in here, because right now, this entire track coming around from the waterfall is yellow, the tracks going into both stations is yellow, and the track going out to the aluminum station is yellow. So that's just too much, like, different pathing. So I think what we need to also do is we got to add some signals over here. Like, as we're about to come in here, I wish you could, like, roll the mouse wheel and flip this to the different side of the track that you need. Okay. And we need to have something here. Okay, so see, this is just a green spot now. Okay. See, why is that aluminum one yellow and then that one's yellow too, though? I don't know. I think just, I honestly think just adding the different things just denotes different paths, right? Okay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I have to add 2 signals here because the aluminum train travels both directions on this rail. It's bidirectional. So I need 2 signals there, one headed out to make that into its own block, basically. So now just this intersection here is just the green section. Just the whole intersection here is green. So we have a green light here, and we have a green light here. And basically, if we come around the bend here, this whole thing is still green. I think, do we add another signal here? I think we do, because then it's going to isolate the intersection onto its own. This is its own block now. These, God, autosave. But yeah, that isolates these intersections onto their own block. So this intersection, this whole crossway intersection is now its own block. Okay? So now we head back toward the stations here because I kind of want to see something here. This is where the stations split off from each other. I honestly don't know that we need these signals here, so I'm going to take these out. Okay. So these are dark green here, going into both of the stations. I think it's okay if both of the stations... Actually, maybe not. No, it can't be because... Because technically, what this is telling this block signal is there's a train... There's 2 trains in this path, so nothing can pass through here because there's a train on the block. Is basically what it's telling it. We can't have that. We can't have it doing that because that's going to make for bad no-no times. Okay, so let's add in these signals again here. So now this little Y section is just its own block. And we have a green light, okay. Now, these red lights make sense because there are trains in those blocks, but now we have the aluminum is isolated. It's its own blue signal here, and this one is the light blue signal. So let's take a look at the aluminum one first. Okay, so the block for the aluminum station is this dark blue one, which comes in here, and you can see we have a green light here to head into this red section. So I wonder, I don't think I need these here either because... We're going to have signals at, like, the apex of this intersection here. Like, come on. Is there another space here? No, there's not. I thought there was for some reason. Okay. So it's basically just extending the length of those blocks out of those tunnels. And now what we have here is we have a red section here. This is our main intersection here. But what I need to do, this can't be orange. This can't be its own thing. I think we need to take this one out. And then if I'm right, logically this should work. It should. I hesitate to say it, because we all know. Ugh. Uh-oh, I can't jump up there. Okay. So now we have our full blocks coming in from the train stations into this red intersection here. All 3 of these path signals leach into here. So this is the red section. Okay. Why is that blocked still? Why is that blocked still? Do we need, instead of having one there, do we need them on opposite sides of this here? Denoting this, and maybe we take this one out. Because I want this one major intersection piece to be all its own block. So if there's one train in this red block, I can't, like, I need the hover. The jetpack I can't do, but you can use the hover thing around the train tracks, which is nice. So we have the aluminum station train. And then this train, they're on separate blocks, which is good. They come into this intersection, which is all red. This is the red intersection. Now, this entire thing Did we do it? So now the entire waterfall freight line is this green track. Okay. And then the entire waterfall return system should be this yellow track. Let me check the other side. Okay, yes, I was right. So this entire waterfall return line is this yellow line. And then once you get to this intersection, this is all this orange block. Okay. And then we have to have a two-way intersection coming out of here to the aluminum section because of the way it works. And then we've segmented this out into its own block. So now that's good. We have green lights on every single block signal. Every single one of these has a green light right now. Except for the two heading into the train stations, which makes sense because there's a train in those blocks, so you couldn't enter that logically. I think we have to turn the trains on and give this a test. So now this is its own block here. Because, yeah, this can't be... These have to be here because this, with the two trains, can't be one block because then the trains couldn't enter their stations because even though they go to separate stations, you know, the logic of the game is not going to allow that to happen. So that's why we have to have these in here. I think we can give this a test. Okay. Let's do this. I've really got to stop doing that when I'm up in the air. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go down to the waterfall train here. And I want to try to turn both of these on at the same time because I want to try to cause a traffic jam. I really want to. We're going to edit timetable. No. Okay, but the waterfall train's already gone. He's already gone. So now he has left that block, so that should turn green. And while the aluminum train is... Actually, I can change this timetable now because I don't need these to wait anymore. Now that this is... Yeah, now that this is... I think this was or 15 seconds is the default, and it can be the default now. I don't really care. So yeah, now that the waterfall train is passed through there, and now you'll see there's a red light down there going into the waterfall line. So now the system is being like, okay, you can't do this. You can't go in there. I'm actually going to get on this train, and we're going to take this for a ride just to see how this works. So now this should turn now that we've entered the block. And you'll see I can't turn that way. The system won't let me turn that way because there's a red light over there. So now that we've left that block with this train, those green lights should have come back on. Thank you so much to the people that left comments that were like, yeah, the colors are blocks, Nick. I literally had my brain wrapped around the logic of green means go, red means stop. We're going to get off the train here and just let it keep going on its way because we should be good to go there. And yeah, now there's a red light saying, okay, there's a train out on that block. I mean, in that block, it's the only train out there, so it doesn't matter. And now the most interesting thing is going to be the waterfall train when it comes back. So let me get back over to the other intersection here and let's see what happens when it comes back. Okay, yeah, so we're here at the intersection and you can see all the lights are green, except for the waterfall route, which is red, which is fine because that's where the waterfall train is. So right now he's where? He's out at the coal platform right now. So we're going to wait here and I just want to see what happens when he comes back. Boom, and we just had our signal turned there because now we have a train approaching that block. I didn't know how reactive those were, but that's actually really good because that was well before that train got to that intersection. And now this is green again because that block is clear. I don't know where the aluminum train is. I kind of want to try to force these two to get into a conflict. As kind of like, now he's just leaving the aluminum station. So what we're going to do is we're going to get over to the waterfall platform. We're going to stop this self-driving. And once the waterfall train gets here, or the aluminum train, I should say. Yep, see? Okay, he did not get delayed at all. He came right through. Oh my God. I can't tell you how much joy this fills me with. I'm so happy right now. Oh my God. Okay. Now we're going to let the aluminum train come back. And then once the aluminum train gets back, then we're going to try to set these guys off at the same time and make sure, see what happens. Like normally there would be a collision, and we will have to wait and see what happens. And the aluminum train is returning to the station now. So I want it to do its thing over there. Once I hear the train whistle, I'm basically going to just turn on self-driving in this train, and we're going to see what happens. Okay. Okay, so my light turned, and he was able to continue through. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Now, I should continue after this light turns green. I'm so happy. Oh, my God. That makes me giddy. I know that this was supposed to be an episode all about building that refinery building up there, but after that train collision at the very end of the last episode, legit didn't plan that. I was like, okay, I'm going to record a clip to finish out this video. Bam! Trains collide right as I'm about to say, like, the intro for that clip. Maddening. Also, I love the way that Iron Factory looks down here now. I love it. But yeah, that refinery building is going to be coming in the next episode. I have finally sorted out these stupid block signals. Thank you so much again to everybody in the comments that, you know, said, Nick, brain, use your brain. You have one in there somewhere, theoretically. Okay, fine, autosave. I just really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Leave those comments. Comments, I mean, like, those videos have gotten, like, a lot of views, too, and it's because people are commenting on them, leaving the likes and stuff. So please like the videos, leave comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next episode of Satisfactory.